Shalom guys, thank you so much for coming. We're very, very happy and honored to be called and invited to your hometown, to your houses, to your home, to your families. And we appreciate that. It's a great honor for us, and it reflects for me personally, the great love and connection that exists between all human, between all people around the world, that's supposed to be so strong and committing for us to care about each other and to love about each other, to love each other. And when you see those things are happening, it's amazing. For many years of my spiritual journey, I'm reading many stories on righteous people and their life experience. And in many of those stories, you can hear about that noble person, no matter who he is and what was he doing in his life, but was noble and righteous in his way, was kind, was generous, was supportive, was loving, was respectful. And when you hear those stories from people, it gives you hope for all people to take example from that, and to fix and correct their ways to become better and better. And in the end of the day, when we are looking at the world, we see that what the world lacks is really the foundation, is the most basic things that we forgot about with the progress of the generations and modern cultures that are coming from four wings of the universe, and social media and ways of communication and all kinds of modern technology that is overpowering the inner core, the source of our existence, who we really are, and the human nature of just being simple, being good, being kind, being nice, and spreading those qualities that are treasured inside of us in the nature of our creation. And when we read the Bible and when we go back to the source, we have such great role models, people that revealed to us what really life is all about, like the hospitality of Abraham and Sarah, that built a unique and special house for that purpose of calling and inviting guests. It's written that for their house, for their tent, there were 4 gigantic doors from 4 sides, that for the guests, for the travelers, for people that were walking on their ways. And those days were before Israel were a nation and Jewish people meant anything. We're talking about ancient Abraham, the father of all believers, the one who shown to us what it means to be a believer before receiving the Bible, before even being aware to the codes and to the rules and to the obligations, just as a person, just in the nature of his creation. And back then it's written that it was important for Abraham and Sarah that the 4 doors will be always open for the guests not to need even to surround the house. Like, leave your home door open, it's already great enough. No. They didn't want the person that is tired from the way, from the road, even to put an effort, 1 inch to like 1 meter, one foot to take, if they can help him just to settle in, and already that the bed will be set and everything will be comfortable for him. And Abraham is running to bring the food, and Sarah, she's making the food in the kitchen, and they're making sure. And like that it's written over there, that those 3 guests seems to them as Ishmaelis, like as Arabs, as merchants, as people from a different nation, they couldn't care less. They opened their hearts, and therefore they were able to reveal to us the real will of heaven of how people should act and behave. And to people that are holding those ways of thinking that are generous and modest in their ways, they for us are pillars of light. They are the role model for us, no matter where they're coming from which religion they are, and from which nation they are. You can hear a story about a great yoga master from India that changed the world with his way of seeing things. Some ancient Chinese doctor that revealed some new techniques and medicines that based on ancient wisdom that he inherited from their ancestors. And you will find sense method. You're going to find wisdom. And like it's written in the oral Torah that we received, that it's written, Chokhmah bagoim ta'amin. Wisdom that is coming from different nations, you should believe in. If for an example, the health system and medications and how you say refuah? Health in our days. So people that lives in Israel should avoid that? No, we don't want to be healthy, or no, only like God will heal me and that's it. No, when your head aches, you need to go to the doctor. He'll give you a certain prescription. Some pills might help you to cancel and finish your migraines, or to find different solutions, or to get into a complex surgery if a person needs. And it's the most logic and realistic thing that you're going to go to an expert that has a certain wisdom in his occupation, in his field, and you're just going to listen to a professional that will speak to you with no connection to his religion. Actually, who cares of his religion? I just hope that he'll be healthy and happy and relaxed and able to do his job because we need him. And every person in the world like that can contribute, can give from the treasures that him and his family and his community, his society, his nation been blessed with by the Creator. And the Father in heaven, He gave treasures, planted those treasures in the hearts of people, and gave every single person on earth a gift and a blessing for him to use to make the world a better place to live in. And we must understand that we are a huge community. The whole complete population of the world is one community that's supposed to work together to bring all the goodness up to the surface for everyone to enjoy, for everyone to have access to the bounty of the world. There is enough food for everyone, just that people are stacking it and holding it and not providing it to the poor. There is enough knowledge of medicine and technology to assist all the poor communities in the world. Just people are holding it back because they rather to have control and have power and to be on top and to make more money, and like there is enough money to feed everyone in great bounty. You have so many billionaire people that they can make a change in the world in a day if they will decide to make the world healthy, to make the system works. But people are choosing to keep their money to themselves or their children. Like you and your children in 1,000 generations can't spend that amount of money that you hold. And you're still going to choose to waste your days in your life playing golf in your own court that you own and bought for yourself and for your family. And that's it. And that's how you're going to spend your life. And billions of dollars that can revive the dead, that can save lives of millions of people, will stand and stand and stand for no reason, for no cause. And this is something that is in our hands to go and get out of the box of our own selfish fears of what's going to happen to me, and should I open my door. Yesterday night we drove in the dark highway. We came to Jesse's family that are hosting us, and we drove in the darkness, and on the highway while driving, we see a person that is walking on the highway and trying to hitchhike, like he already gave up, but the hand is still standing, and he's walking. And The honest thought that I had was, I can't stop. I'm afraid to stop. Do I know who I'm going to bring into my car in the middle of the night? Maybe it's dangerous. Today, you don't know. Today, you can't trust. Today, it's hard to open your door like Abraham did and Sarah did those days. We don't have stories from the days of the Bible on a murderer that came into the house and slaughtered the whole family. No, we don't. It doesn't. If it would happen, if it was happening in those days, it would be written in the Bible. There is no story like that. There are no stories like murder scenes and like once in a while in certain places that this thing happened, and it always was related to a certain defect in a certain community, and because of a certain leader, it was something that was not normal. It was not all over the place. It was not happening in every city, in every town, it was not so, it was rare. It was not so common like today. So what can we do today? If we do want to open our hearts, if we do want to open our houses, if we do want to open our pockets, if we do want to make the world a better place, but we are scared to do that, but we are afraid to do that. We're saying, okay, but who's going to take care of my kids? But okay, who's going to take care of my family? But okay, who knows what's going to happen? So there is a reason to be scared. For that, a person must develop and build an inner foundation of faith and relationship with the Creator. Because when you live in a world of chaos, then you cannot trust no one. You cannot even trust your loved ones. The enemies of a person can be his own family in his own house, and you cannot trust the brother-in-law and the uncle that just came. You don't know where their eyes are wandering and what they're looking for and what they're listening and if they're recording or what they're doing. You can never know. You can never trust your own children in some houses, in some realities. So what do? When you live your life without faith, without the Creator in your life, then you are really under that government of fear. You should be worried. You can never know what will happen. Really, the world is a very scary place. Even in the greatest view, in the quietest and brightest day, things can seem so beautiful, and a horrific thing can happen. A lightning in a sunny day. Something might happen. But when a person has faith, when a person is building an inner relationship with the Creator, he can learn and develop and to grow in that path and to learn how to understand the inner messages and to listen and to be tuned to the voice of the supervision of the Creator on his children. For an example, when you want to eat something and you open the fridge and you have few things that you can take. There are fruits, there are vegetables, there are dairy, you can take salami, you can take whatever you feel like. And you look at your refrigerator and you have those options. Suddenly, you have a certain feeling, you have a certain desire. Something is more interesting than others. You look at a bowl of fruits, you have green ones, you have yellow ones, you have red ones. Suddenly one of those is more attractive than the rest. Listen to that voice. Listen to that inner voice that is talking and hinting to you from within, quietly, in a calm way, in a relaxed way, using your feelings and talking to you in a language that you can understand, giving you the right hints and the right guidings for your best recipe, for your best menu, for your best health, for your best spiritual development, because in every part of food there are spiritual sparks. There is life inside of it, life that will increase your life level, that will join to your soul, to your spirit, and will give you the strength and power and healing that you need. And this is a self-awareness of a true believer that knows that the Creator walks with him in all his journeys. In every moment, you have a deal you want to sign. You have an opportunity that you want to take. You have a conversation that you need to make. Listen. Listen to your own mind And how will you know if to choose to the right or to the left? Sometimes you have a voice that tells you, hey, be careful. And the same time you have a different voice that tells you, it's the opportunity of your life. What you going to do now? How will I recognize inside my own mind one of those two voices? It's easy. You just need to learn it and then to practice it a little bit, and then you're going to have that tool in your hand. I'll give you the simple advice. We are talking about believing in the Creator. We are talking about living life of faith under the heavenly supervision of the Father of me, the source of goodness. And therefore, the inner voice that will represent His supervision will be the voice of goodness, the voice of truth, and not the voice of darkness and fears and pressure and negativity. Follow the inner voice of positivity that rises inside of yourself. When you recognize voices of hope, of trust, of happiness, of joy, of satisfaction, of things that your heart desire, of things that you feel that will complete you and build you and stabilize you and give you what you need, on those voices you should put all your money. You should bet, you should count. But when fears are attacking you, but maybe he's an enemy, but maybe he is wrong, if you feel in a clear mindset that that person is not good for you, that is not a voice of fear. That is voice of logic. This is a positive voice that you should follow. You can take that advice and not to speak or not to do big business with that person ever again. Not to bring him into your house ever again. But if you feel that the voice are pressuring you, that you don't know what to do with yourself, that you feel so lost and confused and now angry and upset, those are the voices that you should reject. And sometimes it takes time to process and to analyze and to recognize the real precise guiding of that inner voice. You need to train yourself to learn to listen to those voices and to learn how to recognize them and how to sift the good from the bad, how to pull out the holy sparks out of the mess that is in front of our eyes. But like we can see physically, that around us we can see everything. You have the view, you have houses, you have walls, you have people, you have furnitures, you have details, you have art things, you have many details, and it's very hard to recognize exactly what is good for you and what is wrong. Who of those people is my friend and who might not be my friend? What from those foods that are served to me can feed me and can be good for my health, and what might damage me? I can never know. With my eyes, with my nose, I can never know. They can all look nice, they can all look beautiful, they can all look inviting, but I should listen to the inner voice. Because from that inner voice, the voice of the Creator will be heard. He will not speak to you from the outside. He will speak to you from the inside about the outside. He will guide you from within to know which fruit to pick, which person to talk to which house to go, and to which house never to go. You will hear an inner voice inside of you. It's the positive voice of your common sense that is desiring to build your life in a better way, to bring you to your complete success, to build your inner confidence and structure of a true believer inside your vehicle, inside your body. And then you will rise and shine, no matter who you are, which nation you belong to, what's the color of your face, color of your eyes, and how much money you have in your bank. What that will matter is if you are a true believer and you are in touch in your mind, in your heart, with the one who supplies life, with the one who revives you, with the one who gives you all the tools that you need to make this world, the Garden of Eden, a better place. We've been sent down to earth to protect preserve and watch Earth. That's our mission. And we fell asleep while watching. We forgot. We've been distracted in earlier generations already. We are the outcomes of many mistakes of our ancestors that took place generations ago. And there's nothing we can do about the past. And there's nothing we can do about the future as well. There is only one thing that we can do in the present time of our reality, that is actually the only reality that we experience. In life, we are alive only now. Even in the past, we experienced the past in the present time when we were there. Also in the future, we will enjoy the future in the present time when we will get there. There will never be a real future, and there was never a real past. We are experiencing our lifetime in the present time with the present existence. May He be blessed. He is Havaya Baruch Hu. He is the blessed and present one. He is the one and now. He is with you in the present time. And when you live like that, in the moment, with Him, connected to His inner voice that is talking to you, you are already experiencing eternal life. Life of eternity. Because you are now, forever, in this world and in the world to come. And in different lifetimes. It does not matter where you are as long that you are with the truth, with the source of goodness, with our beloved Father in heaven. And for that, a person needs to find that quiet time every day. And to clean that time in your life, to reconnect yourself to your true being, to your spirit, to the source of life that is bringing itself into you from within. And just to be tuned, and just to listen to it, and to connect yourself to the goodness of the nature of your creation. And by that, to shine that light that is unique and special and treasured only inside of you. A unique treasure that's been given to you to preserve and to share with the world through your art, through your wisdom, through your talents, through your sources, through your power, through the gifts that have been given to you as a gift of charity and loyalty, for you to use them wisely, to watch and preserve and care of the world of the Creator that He gave to us to make sure that we'll become a better place in our days. A quiet time every single day for inner observation, for a quiet and relaxed conversation with our godly Father in heaven, to connect ourselves to Him in our own language, based on our own faith and understanding, and to ask Him for guidance, for wisdom, for success, and for Him to help us to execute and to bring out to the world the highest level of light that we are able to, for His will and for His happiness and for the sake of all of our people. Amen. Ken Yehi Ratzon. Amen. May it be His will. Thank you. May Hashem bless you. Thank you.